How's it going, everybody? Anthony's Bake Show here. I'm glad everybody's going to show up today. I'm going to thank everybody in advance. Thanks for coming and watching what I'm baking. So, as I posted earlier, I'm going to make cinnamon CBD bread. I can do this very easily, and I want to show everybody else how to do it. And I hope you guys enjoy this video. So the first thing I'm going to need is 4 cups of flour. Hi Debbie, how are you doing? Hi Katie. Hi Grace. First thing I'm going to need is 4 cups of flour. Just a second. Figured out a couple things today, and I've been researching all morning, and now I don't have my measuring cup right at my disposal. There it is. But I found it. I'm on my way back. Sorry, guys. Okay. So, like I said, 4 cups of flour. And I'm going to have to pull out my pans. One. We'll go through this bag of flour today. So I'm going through a bag of flour basically every 2 weeks now. Kind of cool, huh? Never before did I ever go through flour like this. 2. I'm going to have to say that that's probably maybe 1 cup left. Not even. Close, but not even. I don't own the rights to any of the music playing in the background. Okay. So that's not even a full cup. So we'll add a little bit more. Any questions you guys got, go ahead and ask. A lady asked me last night, she uses CBD, and there's 3, and she said, so if I, do you add to your bakes? And I said, yes, I do. So that kind of got me to where I wanted to do this cinnamon CBD bread today, but in the process I did some, hi Rhonda, how you doing? I'm doing some cinnamon CBD. I know I said it once earlier, but that's what I'm doing. So in the first bowl, we're going to do all our dry ingredients. We're going to get all them mixed together, infused, and then in the second bowl, I'll put my wet ingredients in and get them all blended together. So I just did my 4 cups of flour. Now I need 4 teaspoons baking powder. Baking powder. And then we'll need 1 teaspoon of baking soda. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 teaspoon of baking soda. 1. Okay. And we need 1½ teaspoon of salt. I think I should have used 1. Oops, too much. There we go. And then we need 1 tablespoon of cinnamon. I still haven't found my tablespoon. How's it going, RK? How's it going, Erica? Or Eric? I'm sorry about that. Somebody else is on here too. Let me see who that is. Oh, it's Rhonda. Already know. So, 1 tablespoon of cinnamon. Don't have my tablespoon, so it's going to be 3 teaspoons instead of a tablespoon. 2, 3. Okay. And then that's all on the dry ingredients. So I'll grab my whisk, which is over here. My bad. And I'll go ahead and mix all this together. Now, I said cinnamon CBD bread because I have a bottle of CBD, and I know I can put it in this bread, and I know it's not going to do nothing to the CBD. So my next ingredient, this is all mixed up. My next ingredient is 2 cups of buttermilk, but I don't have buttermilk. So as I've said before, you take 2 cups of milk, add 2 tablespoons of either vinegar or lemon juice, stir it up, get it all stirred together, and then you let it sit for 10 minutes to turn into buttermilk. So 2 cups of buttermilk, half a cup of vegetable oil, okay, now my next ingredient will be 2 full drops of my CBD oil. One. Okay, they're only half the drops. It's not going up all the way, so it's going to look like 3 drops, but that's just to make sure. And then before I go adding it into the milk, I'm going to grab my butter knife, because when you're adding CBD oil to anything you're baking or cooking, you can do either way. You want to mix it with either coconut oil, butter, or lard, because the CBD oil will join with the fat to be used in what you're cooking. So I mixed it up. Now I'm going to add it into my milk. We got green milk now. That's awesome. And then we need, oops, I didn't do that. Okay, 2 cups of sugar. Oops, that'll go into my dry ingredients still. I thought I had them all together, but I guess I didn't. 1, 2, and then give me my whisk, and we'll put that in there and mix it all together. Yeah, just like that. But I had a lady last night. She told me that my videos haven't been going to the groups like usual. It's been saying attachment not available. So I think I got to go through and I got to manually post them. That's what I learned today, or last night, today, whichever. 2 cups of sugar, 4 eggs, which my eggs are already at room temperature. Now, as I've said before, you want to go ahead and you add an egg in. You want to go ahead and whisk it into your milk and your vegetable oil. Don't want to put them all in together and then whisk them. You want to do it one at a time. Oh crap. That's excuse my language. I know. Now I just got the egg in my coffee. I'm on 4 cups of coffee now. A little less than what I had yesterday when I did my live. But I had to get up and do the dishes again. It's kind of being an everyday thing for me. That's okay. Everything's got to be clean for when you guys come and watch me. I can't just have a messy kitchen behind me. Okay, we got 1 more egg to put in. Okay, that's our 4 eggs. And then our next ingredient will be 1.5 tablespoons of vanilla extract. So that will be 3 lids and a half a lid. Or actually, yeah, 3 lids would be a tablespoon. And then we'll just do 1 more just to even it out for the half. Probably a little bit more. I just didn't do that. So mix that in. Now I'm going to add this a little at a time. Start mixing it in. Okay. No yeast in this bread. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and put more in there because I don't want it sticking together. Sticking to my whisk and making it real hard to combine it all. Now we want to set our oven. I should have done this already, but I didn't. To 350. Already making a mess, Mr. Miller. I'm not trying to, guys. I'm really not. I think what I'm going to start doing is washing my hands on the feed too, just so everybody knows for a fact. I'm not lying to them when I tell them I am sanitary. I didn't wear my towel again today like I usually do. My bad, everybody. Okay, this is coming together real nice, I think. I hope. Like I said, this is an experiment, but I think it's going to turn out fine. I haven't had no problems with anything I've experimented on yet. And then I'm going to have to get into my cabinet below me and get my 2 loaf pans out, because this is enough to do 2 loaves of cinnamon bread. Lovely. Love it. I hope everybody's having an exciting Friday. I know I am. Signed my first affiliate yesterday. She's coming right along. Loves what she's doing. Okay, so there's that. Now, oops. Okay, I got to rinse this bowl out. And I got to dry it off because we got to add, got to have our topping. Sorry about walking away again. But our topping is going to be a half a cup of sugar and 2 tablespoons of cinnamon. So, half a cup. Okay, half a cup, and then 2 tablespoons will be 6 teaspoons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. And then I'm going to take my other whisk and I'm going to mix that together just so it's all combined. Cinnamon sugar. That's what we got here. I'm about to sneeze because of the cinnamon powder in the air. Okay, now I'm going to go down here. Wow. I thought it would be there. There it is. Okay. There's one. Now I got a glass one somewhere too. There it is. That's not it. What in the world, man? Okay, that's fine, that's fine, that's fine. No, can't do that either. So, what I'll do is I gotta grease it. So, I'm gonna take my trusty old vegetable oil, dump a little bit in. Mariah's jamming now. I listen to all types of music. I don't discriminate. I don't necessarily listen to just one thing. I listen to everything. Just all depends on what kind of mood I get into. But it serves for a real nice playlist, let me tell you. I have over 500 songs on my tablet now. Okay, so what we'll do is we dump this in. What I'm going to do is I'll do it separately. Okay, 1 second. Then, what I'm going to do, I'm going to take some of my cinnamon sugar, and I'm going to sprinkle it on the top. Okay? I'm going to take my butter butter knife, and I'm going to swirl it in. Okay. Give me a second, I'll show you guys what it looks like. Okay, here we go. This is what it looks like. Now, I'm going to go ahead and add more. Okay. Actually, could almost make this one huge loaf. I think I'm going to. Maybe it'll, I don't know if it shouldn't expand very much. I mean, it'll expand a little just because of the flour and stuff that's in it. But it really shouldn't expand too much. And I'm going to take the rest of it. Sprinkle across the top. Now we got our swirl inside. Yes, I'm making a mess. That's okay though. I'll clean it up. Okay, so now I'll show you guys what it looks like. Oops, I shouldn't have been like that. Okay, so this is what it looks like. Okay, now we're at 200. So now I'm gonna talk to you guys a little bit. Now, most recipes that contain CBD oil tend to focus on sweets and baked goods, and for good reason. However, CBD oils can be just as effectively used in savory dishes. CBD needs to be infused into a fat or oil-based ingredient, butter, lard, or coconut oil, as I had already said, before it can be used in cooking. Okay? THC and CBD, THC, which is in marijuana, and so is CBD, but THC is in the marijuana plant and CBD is in the hemp plant. THC and CBD oil have the same molecular structure with subtle differences in the arrangement of atoms that make the difference between getting high and not. The science behind CBD shows effectiveness for pain, cancer, neurodegenerative diseases, autoimmune conditions, and more. Okay? So, just because somebody thinks that maybe THC is better than CBD, the fact of the matter is they're both the same compound in a way. They just a little differently made. They produce the same effects, except for with THC, it has a psychoactive effect. You know, it gets you high, but CBD does not get you high. Okay, so I just wanted to put that out there because I've been asked that question a couple of times too, and I was actually in a group where somebody was giving me crap about THC being better than CBD or whatever, but in all the research that I keep coming across, how you doing, Chad? How's it going, Cauldron? All the research that I keep coming across says basically the same thing. You know, the only difference is you get high off of THC and you don't get high off of CBD. Okay? Science, you know, there's still tests being done, and science is coming along. Science shows a whole lot about CBD, and I've actually been blessed enough to come across the research myself. You know, ever since I started doing this bake show, I tell everybody about CBD in one way or another. I either add it to my product, or I discuss it, or I discuss some history about the product and what I'm baking. As I've said before, you know, CBD helps with anxiety. It helps with post-traumatic stress syndrome. It helps with epileptics. It helps with epileptics. If you don't know what that is epilepsy. I'm sorry. That is a condition where the victim has seizures. It also helps with fibromyalgia, menopause, regulating the body's immune system, strengthening the body's immune system. And this is because of an endocannabinoid system that is in our bodies that is just like the nervous system, only in reverse. I don't know how many times I've said that on a live, but I keep saying it because it's all factual facts that I have found in research. And I want everybody who watches my lives, who pays attention to me cooking and sees the things I do, the reason that is because of CBD. I use it every day. My daughters use it in a different form. Actually, I can show you guys this right here, okay? This is a couple other forms. This is one. But this right here is a couple other forms. We have the brain spray. We have Revive. And then we have CBD oil. Now, I did have a couple of relief creams that are just like icy hot, but I've sold them already. And then I have a sleep spray, which is what my daughters use. They every night they ask me where the sleep spray is because it helps them go to sleep, and when they wake up in the morning, they're ready to go. You know, they're not lagging or they're not still tired or whatever, because they take it about 7:30, 8 o'clock, and basically within a half hour, they're knocked out. They kept asking me, you know, we're getting low on this, when's you going to get some more? And I said yes. Hi, the mule. So we're at 3:35 right now. If you have any questions, or you want to maybe try a sample, or you want to try the CBD, if you have any of the elements that I've mentioned, or if you just want to know more about it, you can message me, you can ask me anything. And if I don't know the answer right off, I will find the answer real soon, because I keep searching and researching just to know my product, so I'm not telling people one thing and they're getting different results. I want people to... Okay, now we're gonna put the bread in. We're gonna bake it. It might not have been a good idea to fill that whole pan up with the with that mix, but we're gonna bake it for 45 minutes. It says 40 to 50, but you know me, I usually, with this oven, you know, we've become basically best friends. I know how this oven works. And so 45 minutes, I'll check it with a spoon, or not with a spoon, but with a fork, or you can check it with a toothpick or a butter knife. But if you stick it in the middle, or actually you stick it in a few different places, and it goes all the way to the bottom, and there is no batter stuck to it, then you know your product is done. So 45 minutes from now, I will come back on here. I will show you a picture of my CBD cinnamon bread. Thanks for showing up, everybody. I hope y'all learned something today. Have a good day.